What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Educated Barfly. My name is Leandro Demon Riva, and today we're going to be continuing our exploration of the old fashioned. I'm going to be making a new cocktail that I just created and just put on a menu called a Jack and Coke Old Fashioned. And I wanted to do this because A, it's utilizing Jack Daniels, which doesn't get a lot of play in the old fashioned realm. B, I also wanted it to show you how far out you can go with old fashioned variations and have them be really good. I am utilizing one homemade ingredient in this cocktail. It is made a reduction of Mexican Coke. So you can do this with any Coke, but I implore you to use Mexican Coke because they use cane sugar and not high fructose corn syrup, and I think it tastes better. And it's, I don't know, healthier. I don't know. Coke's not healthy for you anyway, but just saying. So what I did was I took 3 12-ounce bottles or 36 ounces of Mexican Coke. I put them in a pan, I brought them to a boil, and I simmered it down. Then you simmer it over like a medium-low heat until it reduces to 1/6 its size, and you should have 6 ounces of a thicker kind of Coke syrup that has gonna play in this cocktail very nicely. So let's get into the cocktail. First thing we're gonna do, I almost said let's get into the thing, and then I didn't even finish saying that, and then I said cocktail, so I'm sorry if that was weird. Kind of seemed a little weird. All right, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use PX Sherry, Pedro Jimenez Sherry. It is gonna be a very kind of prune flavory, kind of dark, sweet, but in a kind of savory way sherry. We're gonna do 1/4 ounce of PX Sherry. Then we're gonna do 1/4 ounce of Fernet Branca. I know what you're thinking, but I'm telling you right now, even if you don't like Fernet, you're gonna like this drink. And then we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of our Mexican Coke reduction. And then followed up by 1.5 ounces of Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey. And then we're gonna take our nice big rock of ice that I carved with my Japanese ice carving knife, specifically for this drink, and we're gonna stir it in. So lately, instead of just using a knife to hand cut ice, I mean, I'm sure most of you guys know that I am enough of a fan of hand cut ice that I use it a lot, and lately I have been using a Barfly Mixology Gear makes a Japanese ice carving knife, and I've been using it to cut my ice down because you can make these nice facets in the ice, and it just looks so beautiful. And I really believe that if you're fussing over every little detail of a drink, the ice is something that is probably something that you should fuss over. It's very important, probably 50% more important than anything else in the drink. Presentation is, I'm a very big stickler for presentation, so I like to be able to carve out a nice, beautiful piece of ice. One of these days, I'm gonna learn how to carve a diamond, and when I figure out how to carve out a diamond, I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. So this ice was nice and tempered. We don't need to stir too much. Till we get like a nice, good chill going. I think we got that down to temperature. Just remember that when you stir with rock ice, you stir a little bit longer to get it down to temperature because due to its mass, it dilutes a little bit less. If it's tempered and it's been sweating a little bit, it's going to add a little bit more dilution. Just keep that in mind when you're stirring. And then we're just going to knock off a little orange peel and give it a nice little orange twist. And there you have it, my friends, the Jack and Coke Old Fashioned. Now, how close to a Jack and Coke have we gotten this? Let's check it out. I mean, it's my own drink, but it is really brilliant. You got the pruniness of here's the thing. This right here is very sweet. And you kind of add the pruny sweetness of the sherry, but this particular sherry isn't as prune forward as some other sherries. So just remember, I'm using Hartley and Gibson's in this particular cocktail. Not all PX sherries are gonna taste exactly the same. And it's really a preference thing. But this kind of tempers down the absolute sweetness of this because this is basically condensed sugar. okay? But what's great is that the Fernet Branca, which you actually don't taste as Fernet, kicks it in the back end and you get that nice bitter thing. And it's really good that we're using Fernet because Fernet is such a strong flavor. It is such a strong flavor that when I was testing this cocktail, the original specs were 1.5 ounces of this and 1/2 ounce of this. And this was so powerful, especially with the sherry, that it tasted all like Fernet and I had to cut it down to 1/4 ounce to make it work in the cocktail. But now we're hiding it. We're not hiding it. We're pairing it with the other flavors, and it's putting in that bitterness, so it's cutting the sweet. Because the Jack Daniel's is also on the sweeter side as well. So the Fernet is really playing nicely in it, and it's just, and you get the orange twist, you get like that fresh citrus, but you also get the Coke part, like pretty forward. But then you're getting a lot of other facets of other flavors in there. Here you go, guys. A Jack and Coke Old Fashioned. I think I implore you guys to try and make this at home. I think you guys will really like this one. All right, I'll see you next time, and just remember to hit like and subscribe, because when you subscribe to our channel, it helps us create even more great content. The more subscribers we have, the easier it is for us to get this. So please hit subscribe if you're watching this channel. I have looked at the analytics, and I know that there are a lot of people that are watching our channel on a regular basis that are not subscribing. So hit the subscribe button, please. All right, guys, see you next time.